What's up, guys? We're here for the 50th flight review of the E-flite air tractor. A couple of things I would like to say about it. It's a really tough plane, except for one very important part. The front gear and the tail wheel are really, really weak. And you'll bend them, and you can bend the back or you can upgrade them. Now, I upgraded mine to the Dubros, and actually I found a tail wheel for it. It's a 1-inch Dubro tail wheel. It fits great, and that won't wear out like the stock one. Here's a close-up of the tail wheel. I'm going to put links in the descriptions for everything I added to the plane. You will have to bend that metal piece back there occasionally, because that'll bend too. Ever since I upgraded the gear, I have no problems with it. I cartwheeled it a couple times, and the only problem, I tore off that little plastic thing where the lights are and scraped up the wing a little bit, and a busted prop. Now, E-flite doesn't have anything in stock at the moment for props, so I use a Master Airscrew 3-blade 11.7 prop, and it'll fit on it. You might have to drill it out a little bit. It was a little bit tight on there, so I did drill it a little bit, but I think the performance is the same. You might lose a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about the rear stabilizer. It's a 2-piece part which snaps together. If you do have a hard landing, it will separate, and you probably won't notice it. So just keep an eye on it. It just pushes right back together. The servos have been really great. I have no problems with that. Okay, guys, the battery hatch. If I were you, I would take a few minutes to break it in, because it's very flimsy. Maybe a little shot of oil and just work it back maybe about 10 times, because I've read reports that it will just snap because it's really tight. So I worked mine in for about 10 times back and forth, and squirt a little bit of oil in there. I haven't had a problem with it. Okay, let's talk a little bit about flight time. Using a 3300 4S 35C roaring top LiPo, I'm getting about 7.5 minutes of pretty much wide open full throttle. You are going to lose some flight time with the added weight of the landing gear, so just be aware. It doesn't make that much of a difference. Guys, I know I've been harping about the landing gear, but I have to say this. I do not fly from an AMA field. I'm not off any runway. I fly off roads, dirt, grass, my driveway, and I'm sure the stock landing gear would be fine on a paved runway with nice and smooth, and no crosswind. I'm sure it would be great, but for my conditions where I fly, I mean, the gear is just horrible. It's made out like a pot metal. And I just want y'all to all be aware of that. I really don't want to be down. I really enjoy the plane. It's a lot of fun. I think they did a great job for the price. I will post links in the description of the airplane with the stock landing gear and with the upgraded landing gear, and you'll be able to see the difference. Other than that, it's a really great airplane. It's a great wind plane. I mean, you can land this thing in wind in less than 3 feet, and it'll take off in a foot. I totally been running on 3300 4-cells. Really happy with that. Now, once I upgraded the landing gear, it did get heavy. It got a little bit heavy, so I went with the I think they're 3.25, 3.5 inch big tires in front. Now you can get a smaller tire, and I did order some, and I might try that to get a little bit of weight down. But I mean, it feels sturdy in here. It still flies great. I really haven't noticed much of a difference, but I just thought I'd mention it. All right, guys. That's about it. I'm really happy with it. Thanks for watching, guys.